Hi everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm sharing this dream catcher that I made. I've been making these for many years. I am a Native American Indian and I really like the dream catchers. And this one was made with I use these silver rings. I use silver rings, or you can use a plastic ring or whatever kind of ring that you can find. This is just a project share. I use these rings here. Metal rings. And I also use, for this here, I use bulky weight yarn. I use this bulky weight yarn here, and that's what I took and wrapped this ring with. These are 3-inch rings, and I took and wrapped the ring with this up here and made a hanger. So these are the 3-inch rings. You can get bigger rings, but I made a small one. And I took and wrapped this here around this ring. I just wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it until I got the whole thing covered. I'm just gonna explain some of the things I used. And the warp was made with this. The spider web was made with this cotton. I think this is red heart. So you would need some, if you would want to try this, you would need some silver rings. You would need a bulky weight yarn so you can wrap this. And then you would need another bulky weight in a different color, and the same color that you wrap this with. That's how I did it. Another bulky weight yarn to make fringes. I made fringes here, and you will need a cotton weight yarn here for the spider web that I made in here. I don't know if you can see it. And you will need, I use a feather, and these are feathers here. I got these feathers from the Dollar Tree store. And you can use any kind of beads that you got. I use these I had other kind of beads. I got other beads that I use. Got some mixed up in there. You need beads. And I use some of this, I don't know what they call it. I use some of that eyelash, I guess that's what you call it. Some of this eyelash yarn. I think that's what they call it, an eyelash kind of yarn. And that was this here. I'll keep it in there close. So to make it, you would need like these different kind of yarns here. And this is all what you would need to make this dream catcher. And some feathers from the dollar store. And some beads. That's what I used to make this. And it's very pretty. And it's really not that long. But that's how I made this dream catcher. And I'll tell you about what I did. Excuse me. Okay, I took, oh Lord, I'm making all kinds of noise with these rings. I'll put it here where we can look at it. This is so pretty. Yeah, this is a pretty little dream catcher. Okay, I took one of these rings, and I took this yarn here, and I wrapped it around that ring. I wrapped this bulky yarn around the ring until I got to where I started, and then I tied it together, and then just finished with that. And then I took, after I wrapped this here with this, I took this cotton yarn, any kind of cotton yarn you got, and I wound it into a small little bowl, enough where it would make a spider web where it could go in and out. I made like a little ball of it, and then I just took the little ball and just went in and out. You would go something after you have it warped, you would tie it, and then you would just keep tie it in some spots. You would tie it over here, then you would space it in the right and tie it, but you're going to have a small ball of it. You're going to make a small ball, and then you're going to, after you get all the way around, then you're going to take and go in them little loops that you had there and keep going until you fill it all in like a spider web. So that's how I created this spider web with this yarn here, and I just made a spider web. Okay, and then after I did the making the spider web, you're going to take and make some fringes. I don't know how long these fringes are. I forgot how long I made them. I had to measure them. Let me get my measure. I'll tell you about how long they are. Let me get my little ruler here. Okay, this is about, I made these about 14 inches long. And then I just folded them in half and looped them through here. I don't know if you can see it. I took one of each. I took a pink one and a white one and a eyelash yarn, and I looped them on here like this. See how I looped it on there? And you just, after you put as much as these that you want down at the bottom, you just take and add your bead and your feather, whatever kind you want. You would add that, and these can be hung on the wall. Like I said, you can use a bigger ring, but I used a small one. This is a gift for one of my friends that she's got a whole bunch of dream catchers that I made her, and that's what she wants, another dream catcher. So I made this for her, and these are really easy to make. And like I said, you make your hanger. You can make that as long as you want, and just use multiple cuts of these. That, like, I use this and this and this, and then loop them together on here. And I've been making these for a long time. because I am a Native American Indian. And this is what Native American Indians like to make. We used to make them all the time for the powwows. And we made her back when we did powwows. We made our Native American Indian outfits. And I just love to make these. I'll give you another close-up of how it looks. See how I made the spider web? And then you just loop this on here and wrap this around your ring, and then you just put these on there and make your spider web. Add your bead and your bead, and you can use any kind of yarn you want. See, these turn out really nice. Yep, they're really nice. And I love this pretty feather I put on there. I think I explained it enough. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do so. And you can see some more projects and some tutorials on how I make some of these things. Subscribe and like. If you like it, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Share my videos out. Be blessed. Bye-bye.